Bam. And we are live. Hello and welcome.
Are we live?
We are live. I think we're live. Can they let us know in the chat? Can you let us know in the chat if we're live, if you
Well,
can hear
they're
us?
going to be 15 seconds behind us or whatever.
That's all right.
So I'm just going to give it a few minutes. I'm just going to give it another couple of seconds.
Another couple of seconds. Yeah.
See if this...
It looks good on my end. I hope it looks good on everybody else's end.
Okay. Yeah, we are live.
Happy Saturday. Welcome to another live stream Saturday in the clouds with Mr. Logan Evans. Logan exhales himself with the finger dance. Fingers are trending. They're trending fingers.
It's better than salad fingers.
Hello to everybody in the chat. Thank you for coming out. We appreciate that so much. Shane Oakley, Saddle Horse Blues, Red Phoenix, Vapor for Life, Jen, and Jace Jarvis, everybody else that's coming in or in here and not commenting or anything like that. Thank you for coming by. Hope everybody had a good week.
Hello.
Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. And here we are. Another week. Made it another week, you know.
Oh, God. What is my computer doing? No, automatic scheduled thing. Go away.
Don't do that right now,
No,
please.
don't do that right now.
Logan's
the worst is when Windows is just like, I'm just going to update right now.
Logan's like, okay. Oh no, I can't stop it. Auto update in 3, 2. Just black screen.
Oh, man. How's everybody doing?
Grow a beard, Matt. Do it and you're cool.
Do it and you're cool, man.
You know, it's almost like insulting for a guy that can't. Like I said, a dirty chin and a pedophile mustache is what you would see. But thanks for making me bring that up. Showing up here in VT. Well, hello. Hello to you in Vermont.
VT.
Where do you live in Vermont, Joyce?
VT phone home.
I used to live in Vermont for a while. I lived in Richford, Vermont, which is about a mile from the Canadian border. 45 minutes from St. Albans. You want to know who has
not lived in Vermont?
That guy right there. Maple syrup, buddy. Maple syrup.
Yeah,
syrup.
I don't know. We have good maple syrup up here in New York. Yeah, it's not quite Vermont's.
You haven't had Vermont True, buddy.
We don't have Vermont cheddar.
Cheddar? What you know about Vermont cheddar?
But yeah. So Matt, you want to start us off, man? How's your week been? What you been vaping on? How's it going?
Yeah, we'll do a little beer buffet, all that good stuff. So my week's been good.
No beer.
No beer. Okay, well, beverage.
We'll
call it beverage and buffet. That's more accurate.
I have caffeine in a can.
My week's been good. Laid down a little bit of overtime this week. Same shit. Starting to get cold here. I know you got some snow. I got quite a bit of snow, actually. I know that
we did. We got like a whole foot of snow. It snowed for like 48 hours straight here.
I know the cold set on pretty quick. When I work overtime, I get out of work at 2:30 at night over here on the East Coast, if you're watching from somewhere else. And it's just like 13 degrees. I jump in my car. Car says 13. I'm like, holy shit, cold is actually cold. And I hate it.
Yeah, I get up about an hour after you get out of work to go in and work.
Yep. I live in Bar. It's like 5 minutes from the capital. Yeah, Bar. Yeah. Yeah, no, not ready for the snow.
New York as well, spelled exactly the same.
Hello. Hey, Red Phoenix, thanks for coming by.
Red? What up, Raging? What up, Jen?
Yeah.
What up, everybody? Welcome.
Come on,
So what have you been
Jay.
vaping on this week, Matt?
So brand new, fresh out of the package a couple of days ago. I put it in the Discord, so if you're over in the Discord, I'm sure you already saw this. I got The Grip by Immortal Mods.
The Grip.
I got the full kit. I don't know if it'll clarify, but this is number 15. And, of course, red and black. Had to get red and black. It's got that Apocalypse 25 RDA on top. Rocking it's a 21700 on the inside of this. And Just feeling American, man. I feel
Rocket blast.
liberty and justice. You know,
Yeah.
feeling real American with this style bottle. This is that straw blue raz lemonade, Rocket Blast, Homeboy OC over there, and it's great. I don't have too many lemonades, but this is great. It's not too sour. It's the strawberry isn't overpowering. The blue raspberry isn't overpowering, but it's a nice mixture of all of that. So I got that going on. Still rocking, of course, the Vaporesso Gen with that Turk V2 on top.
Black and red earth thing.
Black and red earth thing, man. And the Vaporesso Gen is just like my favorite dual battery mod that's come out this year, for sure. And on the inside of that, we got that Palm Berry icy season, vape season.
Icy season. Yeah.
It's great, man. Gotta love it. Lastly,
You should try icicles.
Icicles. I'll check that out. And
Yeah, do. Please do.
Lastly, we got the Desire Designs, that cut premium.
Oh, you still on that thing?
Still on that with that dead goat on top,
Yeah.
of course. Still rocking it, trying to feel it out, decide if I want to do a video, that sort of thing. The inside of that getting low, but I'm still rocking that Prophet, that tropical blue raspberry.
Getting low, you like that one?
Dude, I can't believe how much I've killed it. It's less than half right now, maybe even just like a quarter.
Prophet's good, dude. I'm telling you,
it's
the
good.
liquid's phenomenal. You should try that blueberry lemon.
Yeah, I'll check it out. But that's what I'm vaping. I haven't cracked it open yet because I wanted to save that nice savor, that crack sound, you know?
It's for you, Jen.
It's for you, Jen.
It's for you, Jen.
I got that Down East, just the normal blend. I've been on a cider kick for the longest time. Bounced between cider and regular beer. But we'll get that nice
I gotta get me some good ciders, man.
You ready for this? Is this a little,
I'm ready.
Little drum roll? I don't know how good that sounded, but it's
Ooh, I felt it in my toes.
So that's what I'm vaping. That's what I'm drinking. What do you got going on? How was your week? What are you vaping? What carbonated beverage are you drinking?
This is the week that I officially ended my regular season of work, and now I just work when it snows. And my not so beer drink is just this sparkling ice with caffeine, of course.
With caffeine.
Plus caffeine. And then I've got the Shorty X with the drop sitting on top.
Nice.
Single 18650 mech. In there, I've got some OPMH Sweetworks mango rings. I've got my rudder.
Oh yeah.
With the dead goat sitting on top. Red drip tip for you guys because fuck you. And
because
the Saddle Horse Blues, the Saddle Horse
holding
Blues
the setup all together.
Stick up that sticker that keeps my back panel on. Well, was it in the Discord that we talked about red drip tips? I know I talked about it on the podcast.
I'm pretty sure it
Everybody
was.
was like, "Come on, Logan, I love red drip tips," and I think red drip tips they just look like lipstick.
You're just talking to the wrong guy. Just take a look at this picture here. You know what I mean?
I know, dude.
You're talking to the wrong.
It just makes your atomizer look like a stick of lipstick, but I did it for you guys. And then in that, I've got some last little bits of this Pacamama passion fruit raspberry yuzu.
Nice. Almost gone, huh? You liking that?
No.
No, I'm not, but I'm vaping it.
But I'm vaping it. It's not the worst.
Yeah. Shout out to Jay.
We're heading right after this out of town to go to a vape shop.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna go pick up a few things.
That's nice. So, yeah. Well, I wanted to do a quick little shout out to Jay. I got his package out this week. Real proud of myself on that, and I can't wait.
Yeah, look at
Absolutely cannot wait for your reaction of that campfire.
And I just want to say thank you to Shane, Mr. Saddle Horse Blues. I ordered my 18 350s. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes, sir. Those 18
Thank you, Shane.
350s. And Shane is correct. All about that red and black life, man. It is
all about that red.
All about that.
What's the song? Black and Yellow.
Black and Yellow.
We remix it for black and red.
Black and red. Yeah. So
I don't know if that's gonna work.
Yeah. What a week. So much going on Twitter. I can never keep up on Twitter, let alone try and
Yeah,
tweet. I
dude,
just try
Twitter.
and retweet everything that I think is awesome by amazing people like yourself and Red
Give
Phoenix and
yourself
everybody else.
breaks. Give yourself breaks on Twitter. I find I have this like insanity meter in my head that like the more time that I spend on Twitter, the more full my meter gets, and I get to a certain point where I just have to like cut it off and like put Twitter down.
Did the needle not like break? Like the speedometer needle, like just fucking full cap
Yeah,
and
no,
break. Like, are you not there
everything.
yet?
No. It once it starts redlining, I'm like, all right, I
Let's
gotta
pump the
calm it
brakes
down.
here. Let's let
Yeah,
off the
before I
throttle, man.
before I end up medicated and everything else.
Oh man,
Yeah, dude, Twitter's just insanity.
always.
But yeah, it is what it is. Right now currently the American Heart Administration is just Association is just driving me insane.
Off the walls. Off the goddamn walls.
You guys better quit lying.
Hashtag quit lying.
Quit lying.
That got spun around real quick. I saw that one day. I was like, what is this quit lying? And then now it's been nothing but like fucking, let's target them with this
Vapors
quit
just
lying.
turned it around. They were like, okay, cool, we
Real
can use
quick.
that.
360
We'll just
real
hijack
fast.
that. Yeah, we'll just hijack that hashtag. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Which
gotta
I
take
am
breaks. You
in
gotta
favor
step
of
away
completely.
for your sanity, for your mental health.
Absolutely.
My Twitter advocacy consists of following and turning on notifications of really good people, and then trying to retweet and that sort of thing. I did tweet earlier about an article we're going to talk about a little bit later that just makes my blood boil. But yeah, Twitter. So speaking about Twitter and that sort of thing, how are you? With everything that's going on, how are you doing? Besides work, family, and life.
Fine.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine. My kids are fine. Family's fine.
Yeah.
And mentally and all that stuff, I'm fine. And I have a strong community around me. Most of us have really strong communities around us. So, am I worried about me at all? No. I've been navigating prohibition for well over a decade at this point. So, am I worried about me? No. Am I worried about the 36 million other smokers currently in America? Yeah. Absolutely.
No, I agree 100%. I just mean like as far as
am I okay?
Yeah, like daily
I'm
daily goings on Twitter and everywhere else that everything's happening.
No, I try not to let I sound louder on Twitter than I actually am. If that makes sense. Like when it seems like I'm raging on Twitter, I'm really not. Like it's not even the full extent. I try to keep it pretty calm.
No, I mean I picture you right now on Twitter, like just how you're talking right now. Just calm.
Yeah, and I think sometimes though, yes, 99.9% of the time on Twitter when we're speaking to politicians or health experts or whoever, we need to be as polite as possible and we need to be respectful. 99.9% of the time. That other 0.1% of the time, yell at them, scream at them, swear at them, and let them know that they're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Just that other 0.1% of the time.
Yeah.
Because it still needs to be there. There still needs to be people who are going to be a little more aggressive about it.
Yeah, we need we
can't
need at least one person
always play nice. We can't always be the yes man.
It only lasts so long.
Not gonna work.
Delivering facts and being calm and all of that.
99.9% of the time, please be respectful, be calm, stick to the facts, stick to your talking points. That other 0.1% of the time, you're allowed to be the angry human that you are.
But I gotta say, everybody being calm and facts and everything like you're saying, I think we all love that one person that just has one of those days, fuck this, and just absolutely destroys somebody in a comment or a reply, whatever you want to call it. We gotta love people like that. Yeah.
But yes, it's also very important when you're anymore. Twitter is a daily
headache, war zone, whatever you want to call it.
It's a daily thing.
And man, it's like you
need to take breaks. Breaks are important. Take a day. Just get away from it for one day. That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
One day.
And I think
put it down.
I think everybody does. Red Phoenix, I think everybody tries to be respectful, most of the time. Try and just you know, like we're saying, deliver the facts, be calm, cool, collective, you know, that sort of thing. But it's
What is going on, RC7007?
yeah,
I don't know who you are, but I like your name.
yeah, is they don't like me. Yeah,
RC7007.
I like
He's
that.
like
Yeah.
the James Bond year 2493. James Bond is now a robot. RC7007.
Yeah, Twitter is like we're saying. There's always so much going on Twitter. You take a day off to try and keep yourself
Yeah,
from
you
blowing
just
off the
gotta
lid, and it's like you miss so much. You know, you
get
miss
back to
so
your
much
zen,
in a day.
man. You just got to get back to your zen. Sit down, relax, have a beer, elevate your consciousness for a day.
Yeah, cheers to everybody in the chat. Hope you're drinking something. All that sort of. You know, I hope you're having a good
And just
Saturday.
take a break.
We'll just
And
leave
then
it at
and then
that.
after that day, once you're taking your break, get back out there, keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
You guys are doing amazing. We all are. I'm incredibly deeply proud of every single person advocating and doing anything. Like whether you're writing, whether you're emailing, whether you're calling, whether you're tweeting, if you're sharing information, if you're reposting things on Instagram, whatever it is that you are doing, you are doing phenomenal.
Yeah,
And please keep doing it.
absolutely, for
Please
sure.
keep doing it.
Everything counts. Everything matters. All
Everything
that.
counts. And I know there's a lot of people right now that are feeling like I'm not doing enough. And I relate to that because I have felt I'm not doing enough since I started.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Since
say.
day one, that has been the thing that has drove me to do more. So there is a healthy level of I'm not doing enough. Trust me, it's okay to feel that way. And instead of using it as something that's going to beat you down and discourage you from doing more, that feeling of I'm not doing enough, use that to motivate yourself to find a new way to do something,
Yeah.
or a new area to put it out in, a new platform to work off of, a new way to advocate, or to just crank it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Use it as a motivation. Don't let it drag you down, because I know a lot of people are feeling that way right now.
Oh yeah.
And it's okay. It's okay to feel that way. We're all human beings. We're all going to get burnout. We're all going to feel defeated. But we're left with a choice. We can either sit down and be defeated, or we can rise back up and we can keep at it.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah, and it's literally exact, and I agree with like what you're saying, because it's like, you know, if you get burnt out on a platform, you need a day from Twitter. Although Instagram, you know, Instagram has died, or like Logan's saying, other platforms, you know, advocate wherever you can. You're sick of one platform, you know, take a day, go somewhere else, go on another platform, or do all of them.
If you've got a
if you
great
can.
idea to start making TikTok videos,
Hey, whatever.
explore.
So
Find new platforms. Do something else. Be creative.
yeah,
You know, it's the same reason why I got off of YouTube. You know, you can go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Cool, thanks, I appreciate it. But not many videos go up there anymore. You know, I got burnt out of YouTube. I mentally, the all of it, editing, having to shoot video every week, especially the editing and uploading process for me was a nightmare.
I hear you.
And it burnt me out. My last couple of videos, you can just tell, I just don't want to do it anymore.
Oh man,
So I stopped. I told myself, like, I need to find something that I can do, that I can put my passion back into, that I really enjoy, that's easier on my mental health. And that's why I started a podcast.
Yeah, I agree 100. I agree 100%. Do what works for you, that sort of thing. I forgot how much was involved with editing and lighting and just the video aspects itself and such. When I just did my vape box after skipping a month, I was like, holy crap, man! Like, I forgot the put up process and the tear down process and the editing and the rendering, and let's upload it to YouTube and write a description and do this and that, and it's like,
And now I get up on Sunday mornings
in the boxers
make
with a cup
coffee.
of Joe.
in my boxers, and we sit here and we record, and that's it. We pull up another chair, we literally sit right here, I pull my microphone over, I split the mic, she sits right here, I sit right here, we make a podcast.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what goes into the Rise and Vape podcast. Obviously there's a lot of research, there's a lot of things that go into our topics, there's more to it than that. But
shout out to the real Slim Shady. Thanks for coming out. Thank you everybody for coming out. Smash that like button if you're liking the stream so far. Give it a dislike if you don't like it. Just press something as long as you're pressing. The real
And
slim.
just so people know,
Oh, go ahead.
speaking of the podcast, I didn't have a Rise and Chat episode last week, but I do. Excuse me, I am doing an interview on Monday, so keep an eye out for a Rise and Chat episode with somebody that I think everybody knows next week.
Awesome. That's awesome. Looking forward to that for sure. The real
Yeah,
Slim
it's gonna be a good
Shady
one.
says, "Who's vaping on the new Odin DNA 250C?" I am. It's a sick mod. I am not vaping on that, but
Is that Bogan's new beast?
the beast. It's dual 21700.
Dual 21s or
Dual
something like that?
21s. I mean,
Is that
correct
what
me
that?
if
I
I'm
think
wrong,
that's what he's
but
talking about. That new Bogan animal.
that animal. That thing is huge.
Yeah, dude. The thing is huge.
Isn't that
you
thing
can put,
like?
you can put like a 32 millimeter.
I was just
on top
about to
of that
say,
thing,
can't
dude.
that thing take like a 30 millimeter without any overhang, like whatsoever?
Yeah, without a problem. Just swallows a
That's
30
awesome.
millimeter hole.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's great. Talk about like no charging for days. Probably
Choice,
for the average user.
Jarvis, you can listen to the Rise and Vape podcast on SoundCloud or on iTunes.
Yeah, I can link that real quick. It only takes a second as well. So anybody who's in the chat, if you haven't listened to the
Yeah, I definitely,
to
I
the Rise
appreciate
and
it.
Vape, I will
Like, thumbs up, follows, all that cool stuff. I appreciate
5
it.
stars. 5 stars, muchly appreciated. Right? Is that the saying?
Yeah. I think we still have a 5-star rating on iTunes. We don't have a lot of iTunes subscribers. I thought everybody begged me to get our podcast down to iTunes when we worked really hard to do it, and then nobody subscribed.
It's funny. I mean, I'm an iPhone user, but like I don't. I mean, I have it just because you were over there, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll check it out over here. But SoundCloud is just, I don't know. It's easier for me.
Nice, Joyce Jarvis. I consume podcasts like it's my job.
So I dropped the link there for anybody that wants to check out Logan's podcast
Yeah,
if you're not over
thanks,
there
man.
and
I appreciate
following
that.
already.
Yeah, we have a weekly episode that goes up every Monday, and then when I have the opportunity to speak to industry leaders and people that have better credentials than I, then those episodes get posted as well.
Yeah, I haven't divin. Dove. Oh man, words are hard. Sentences are rough. I haven't dove
English
into
bad.
English. Yeah, man. Oh,
English bad.
hold
Yeah,
on.
I feel that. I feel that on a very deep level.
I haven't dove into like a huge array of podcasts, but I have a select few that I listen to. Culture of Clouds, of course. Yours, of course. I have a few.
If you want a really good one, I've almost through all of it. Zachary Siegel and a few other people do a podcast called Narcotica, which is all about drugs and the people that use them, and harm reduction and a lot of that stuff. They do talk about vaping quite a bit in one of their episodes as well. There's 35 episodes or so. Yeah, if you're interested in learning about harm reduction, if you're interested in learning about the opioid overdose crisis, if you're just interested in learning about drugs and the people that use them, check out Narcotica. That is also a fantastic podcast that I highly recommend to anybody interested in harm reduction, more outside of the range of just tobacco harm reduction. And
I just want to give a quick shout out to our friends from the north, Shane Saddlehorse. I just wanted to let you know, buddy.
Shane and Brandy.
I just got this bad boy. I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but and I'm rocking some Saddlehorse Blues coils in there. I don't know if that'll really clarify, but they're awesome, absolutely awesome. These are his. These are the aliens.
Just show his packaging off for a
All
minute,
right.
would you, Matt? And then not only is it this really nice
What,
little
clarify?
like tin case that they come in, but open that bad boy up.
Okay, I'll open up. I wish it would have
This is
clarified
how
a
much
little
Saddle
better.
Horse Blues, they go the extra mile. Look,
Okay.
it's even got like this padding, this like comfy, cozy red carpet that your coils rest in. I mean, it's just phenomenal.
I love that
packaging.
slide. You gotta love that, like
Yeah, dude.
that click at the
Yeah.
end when you that like
Oh man, dude,
that
I'm telling
click, man. Oh, hey.
Packaging
Sorry.
is on point over at saddlehorseblues.com. So anybody interested in
Sorry,
checking out
not
some
sorry.
coils,
Sorry.
just
Check out
awesome
that plug.
products, go over to saddlehorseblues.com.
Quick plug
Love
for
you,
our
Shannon
good buddy up
Brandy.
there from the north.
Not sponsored. We just love them.
Not sponsored. Yeah, we just love them. Yeah, so I guess we can dive into some little news advocacy. The few articles I got going on this week. If you're ready for that, are you ready for that?
Nope.
No. Yeah, the rage sweat isn't coming yet, but I think we'll make it happen.
I think the more light that my forehead absorbs while we're here, I might rage sweat.
So is your forehead like as red as your cheeks, and it's just the light that's
Okay,
not
you have to
showing
understand, Matt. I'm a third Native American, bro. I have red skin.
that?
It's
Okay,
gonna happen.
I got it. No, you're looking. Hey, you're all
I'm
right,
a
man.
I'm Native American, Welsh, and Irish. Okay, I have blonde hair, brown eyebrows, and a red beard, red skin.
You got a lot going on.
I get really red when I'm tan, but when I'm not tan, I'm about as white as it gets.
If it was anybody else, I'd say you're a mess.
Yeah,
So as you guys can
I'm
see,
basically a calico. It's crazy.
as you guys can see in the title, we're going to talk about Massachusetts tonight. Massachusetts, Taxachusetts, whatever you want to call them. Massholes.
Everybody, I just want to say to everybody in Massachusetts, please just remember that directly north of you is New Hampshire, where the signs read "Live free or die."
That's
Thank
correct.
you. Public service announcement from us here at In the
Us
Clouds.
here, New Hampshire resident. That's for
Live
sure.
free or die.
Live free or die. I'm gonna drop the first.
I'm coming over to your state soon, Matt.
Come hang out. Check it out, man.
Yeah.
Ride your motorcycle with your helmet off, no problem. Or
Yeah.
wear a helmet. I mean, hey, live free. You want to
Yeah,
live
I mean,
on
it's
the
probably
edge?
still a good idea, but freedom to choose.
That's what we're talking about. So this is the first link to one of the articles that we're going to be talking about. And I'm sure if you're here and if you're on Twitter, I mean, you've already seen this, but we just want to talk about it for anybody, who could be watching this now or on the replay that hasn't seen this. If you're from another state and you don't follow Massachusetts, that sort of thing. So the Massachusetts House passes a flavored tobacco ban and a vaping tax, a very heavy vaping tax. The ban would also apply to menthol cigarettes, which to me was a shocker.
Now, this is only past the House,
The
right?
House, yeah, just the House. So
This
it's
has not gone through completely as of yet.
So
There
now
are
so it heads to Senate, but it's passed through
Yeah.
the House. It was 126 to 31 on the vote for that.
Yeah.
And I'll just read this real quick, and then we can discuss it a little bit.
Everybody sit back.
Sit
grab a
back,
nice
little
vape.
story time.
time with Matt.
So the Massachusetts House lawmakers have approved a bill that would ban the sale of all flavored tobacco products while also imposing a new 75% excise tax. And let's talk about excise taxes in Massachusetts. Oh, man. 75% excise tax on nicotine vaping products. The ban would apply to menthol cigarettes, a decision that has rankled some convenience store owners, of course. Under the proposal, now this is a point that I thought was pretty big in this article. Under the proposal, commercial health insurers and Mass Health would also be required to cover tobacco cessation counseling and all nicotine replacement therapies. Generic versions would be offered without cost sharing to the consumer. Supporters of the bill say their goal is to protect young people from the harmful effects of tobacco. Anti-smoking activists were quick to praise lawmakers for approving this bill, which passed Wednesday, like I said, on a 126 to 31 vote. It goes on to say, in Massachusetts, 9,300 adults die annually from smoking. And like we said a little earlier, the bill now heads to Senate. To quickly add to this and what's going on in Massachusetts, I'm pretty sure it's all over Twitter right now. I don't know if I'll be able to share the tweet, but there is a meeting that's going on in Boston. I'm pretty sure it's in the garden, in the Boston. Is it Boston Common, Boston Garden?
There's a rally, right?
Yeah, it's like a
UVA is doing a Massachusetts rally. Yes.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't have the date or anything for that. Actually, somebody just recently shared it in the Discord, so
Yeah,
give me 2 seconds.
I think this should work. I want to say this
Okay,
should work.
Massachusetts Vapor March, Boston Public Commons or Public Gardens, excuse me.
Yeah.
At 1 p.m. What is that?
The
Tomorrow?
19th. The
3 days
19th.
from
So
now.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Tuesday at 1 o'clock.
I-
That's a little rough, UVA. But
Yeah,
Tuesday
that
at
is-
1 o'clock.
That is a little rough.
Boston Public Gardens. Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Hey, if I could go on a Tuesday at 2 o'clock to a public health meeting in a Department of Public Health, then people should be able to figure out how to go to this.
Yeah, the 19th.
If you live
yeah.
locally. If you live way out of range, totally understand. Yeah.
I'm not too far. I mean, I'm not going to be able to make it. It's
Yes,
pretty,
thank you, Red.
It's pretty short notice, and obviously I work, second shift. If it was earlier, if it was like a 10 o'clock thing, I would totally go, and then I would just make sure I leave by noon. Boston is about 45, 50 minutes from where I live, and in the summertime I we often go down there just to walk around because the garden is beautiful in the summertime.
Yeah, yeah. I've
So,
never been to Boston, but
so I just wanted
I
to
would love to.
quickly add that. But what are your thoughts on this ban, this flavored tobacco ban, this
I think it's
tax?
garbage. They're gonna take people's cars.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. So
the
if
next thing
if
I
you're
was
caught,
gonna talk
and
about.
it's worded ridiculously, if you're caught with untaxed vapor products,
I'm gonna drop
they
that
are
right now.
able to basically seize the vehicle in which they find them in, and from there, they're actually able to sell the vehicle. Yeah, Massachusetts government can just sell your car if you're caught with untaxed vaping. This is government overreach, like times 1,000. Like
Yeah.
this is absolutely absurd. And by untaxed vapor products, that would mean anything DIY.
Yeah.
Chances are you didn't pay taxes in your state to order those. And then anything that you buy out of state and bring back in would qualify as untaxed because you're not paying Massachusetts sales tax on it.
Yeah.
You're paying New Hampshire's or you're paying whoever's.
Yeah, so I dropped the link to that. That was actually like the next kind of article that I was going to go into because it's a Massachusetts night. We're talking about Massachusetts and all the crazy corrupt, crazy, just everything that's going on over there. So this bill that you're discussing, it says a person who knowingly purchases or possesses an electronic nicotine delivery system not manufactured, purchased, or imported by a licensed electronic nicotine delivery system distributor or licensed electronic nicotine delivery system retailer shall be subject to a civil penalty of no more than $5,000 for the first offense and no more than $25,000 for the second or subsequent. Yeah, sorry, $25,000 subsequent offense. But that's not the worst of it. And like Logan was saying, this article goes on to explain that
they're gonna steal your fucking car.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
What the absolute what?
Yeah.
What?
So the bill also says a police officer who, quote, discovers an untaxed electronic nicotine delivery system in the possession of a person who is not a licensed or commissioner authorized electronic nicotine delivery system distributor. Holy shit, man. Words. May seize
got this, bro.
both the product and the receptacle in which it is found, including but not limited to a motor vehicle, boat, or airplane in which
they're going to take your fucking plane, bro.
in which the electronic, they're going to take your fucking plane. Oh, not my boat.
Don't take my boat.
In which it is found.
Like so if you're smuggling e-liquid, if you're smuggling e-liquid in your rowboat,
so either
not going to go well for you.
Either it's contained or transported. It goes on to say such
Just
property
absurd,
shall be turned over to the Commissioner of Revenue and shall be forfeited to the Commonwealth. The Commissioner may then sell the seized property and, quote unquote, deposit the proceeds into the general fund.
The general fund.
In this article, it goes on to say Dan Albin.
Everybody in Massachusetts, if you try to quit smoking, they're going to take your car and they're going to use that money to pave the roads.
Yeah. And, if you get caught in your car and they take your car and you get the fine, you better hope they don't catch you in your boat because that'll be next on the to-go with a $25,000 fine next.
Like if you run out of your car away from the police while you're at the harbor
to your boat,
you get in your boat.
And then you forget that your boat has a nice little pod system in there. They're gonna
God damn it, the Caliburn! I left it in my boat. There you go, man. You're screwed.
Oh my God, this is not like a. Sorry for laughing, Massachusetts. I feel really bad. I lived there up until
I think you kind of have
4
to
months
laugh
ago.
because that's the level of insanity that we're at.
So Dan Albin, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly or incorrectly. He's a senior attorney at the Institute for Justice who has been fighting forfeiture abuse for years. Was astonished by this provision. Quote unquote, he says, this is completely insane and endangers the property rights of anyone in Massachusetts. He says, even if you don't have an untaxed electronic nicotine delivery system, are you going to search every passenger in your vehicle? It is as though someone wanted to highlight the indefensibility of forfeiture via reductio ad absurdum. Absurdum? God, words are hard. Does receptacle include a house as well? Albin says the
You
provisions.
gonna take my house?
You gonna take my house or my trailer? I got a trailer.
Can you
gonna
imagine?
take my trailer?
So
Imagine that they just
seize
like
your
hook up to your
house
trailer
over
and
a
just pull your
60
trailer.
ml bottle of flavored e-liquid.
Like, God damn, I just bought this double wide and they just hook up with a. See you later.
They just fucking tow it out.
Oh, Albin says the provision's only redeeming feature is that the proceeds from the forfeitures would go into the state's general fund rather than the budgets of the police department that seized the property. So this guy is, I mean, we're going on to say, yeah, great. You know, now let's argue about where this money's going to go after we take it and after we sell your stuff. Let's argue about where the money's going to go.
It'll go where it always goes. Less than 1% of it will go to tobacco and prevention, like it always does, like the MSA does. Probably 25% of it will go into infrastructure. 25% of it will probably, 15% of it, 10% of it will probably go into education. A good 20% of the rest of that will go into public funding, whatever, infrastructure, all sorts of crazy shit like that. And then the rest will go into somebody's pocket.
Yeah. So I don't understand now. If you get pulled over for speeding, are these Massachusetts cops looking for any kind of a device? And then
they always are. I mean, whenever you
forfeiture?
get pulled over, they're looking for any other excuse they can every time you get pulled over.
Yeah. So you better hope you're carrying receipts. I think I saw that in the chat earlier. The receipt joke. You better hope that you're carrying receipts because guess what?
Yeah.
If you don't have receipts. To prove otherwise, you're going
to
lose your car, your boat,
I would
maybe
do
your house.
is I would go buy a bottle of tobacco e-liquid and keep a receipt for it. And then I would empty the bottle if you don't want to use it and fill it with whatever else you're going to use. And just always take that and that receipt with you.
Well, the good news is if I lose my car, I can always fly my plane to another state.
Yes. You can always fly your plane. Matt, you're already in New Hampshire.
Oh,
where else?
man.
Where are you going to go? Arizona? Where are you going? Arizona?
Come over the border. Put one of those like dummy doors under the seat of your car or something. Come over. Don't pay the hiking excise tax, 75% tax. Make a stowaway door. Just drive the speed limit. Make sure you don't have a brake light out or anything.
Legitimately talking about smuggling.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean. Do we want to talk about what state smuggle the most cigarettes are smuggled?
Cannabis for years, man. This is how they ship cannabis for years.
Yeah, so then Greg Connolly at the end of this article, he goes on to say, over the objections of most local lawmakers, Massachusetts voters voted to end marijuana prohibition 3 years ago. Now it appears the legislators are searching for a new drug war to fight. No adult should have to travel with receipts in their pockets at all times under the threat of having their vehicle seized by police for daring to use a flavored nicotine product. Based on what we know from the disastrous war on marijuana, inevitably it will be poor and marginalized communities that will feel the pain from laws like this. This is what happens when you have legislators who not only don't understand what they are banning, but are also insistent upon rushing a bill into law. And I could not agree with Greg Connolly. Shout out to Greg Connolly. If you're not following him on Twitter or you don't know him, get over on Twitter, follow him. Greg Connolly is an amazing guy. He's doing so much work for the community, and if you're here and if you already know that, then you know. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
But I'm pretty worried about my plane. Massachusetts is just ridiculous.
It must be nice working for Coca-Cola and all that, getting your own plane and shit.
And guess you know what colors it is?
Red and black. I knew it would be.
My boat, too.
Is your boat red and black, too?
I'm sorry. We have to laugh. We have to lighten it up. But
is it the SS that guy?
It's the SS that guy.
Is it the SS that guy?
Call him Big Red. Big Red like the gum. Massachusetts is absolutely ridiculous. Charlie Baker, no thank you to Charlie Baker. I just despise the guy. And I mean, I lived in Tingsboro, Massachusetts not that long ago. They call it Taxachusetts for a reason. There's excise tax on everything, excise tax on your car. It's a privilege to drive in Massachusetts. So guess what? You get to pay an excise tax, for X amount, whatever your car's value is determined. I paid excise tax on all my cars for years. It's like I got a new car, and I had the sales tax, and now guess what? Now I've got a letter in the mail for this fat excise tax because my car is new and it was valued at whatever $25,000, and now I get to pay this because guess what? According to Massachusetts, it's a goddamn privilege to drive a car. What the hell? People work hard for shit. Maybe that A
Trust me,
privilege.
man.
I
New
mean,
York is
holy
not any
shit.
better. We have the highest taxes in all of the country.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Well, everyone knows the Northeast. Everything in the Northeast is absolutely. I mean,
Yeah,
cost of
New
living
York
in the
is
Northeast is absolutely ridiculous. But a
absurd.
75% tax, the banning of menthol cigarettes, and I think both of us can agree when we're not
Yeah,
much
and if
for the
I don't know
banning
if
of anything. I mean,
I don't know if Massachusetts looks at any kind of data or anything ever. Period.
no, and
But
like I cannot agree with.
over 51% as of 2017 of all cigarettes in New York State were smuggled into this state.
That's what I was
And
gonna say.
that's
If you want to talk
because
about
of
smuggling,
excise taxes.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
because of excise taxes. People jump the border, they go down to PA, they go wherever, they
yeah.
go buy cigarettes, they go over to reservations because we have a number of them in this state.
Oh man, dude, like my
They buy carton on carton on carton, they go back and they sell them pack by pack by pack for a profit. I mean, it's an everyday thing for a lot of people. That's literally how some people make their money. Over 51% of all cigarettes as of 2017 were smuggled into New York State. What do
I
they think is going to happen with menthol cigarettes in Massachusetts?
I just kind of read what Shane
100%
said.
of all menthol cigarettes in Massachusetts will be smuggled into that state.
I just read what Shane said in the chat, and all I can think about now is like coming home to like vape crime TV and just watching cops pull people over in Massachusetts. Like,
Hello, Clarice.
um,
I don't know. I went for Silence of the Lambs. That was my best bet.
I forgot
What's going
I
on,
forgot I
Mr.
was
Shane
gonna say.
Oakley? I miss your face.
Oh, if
miss
anybody
your
if
beautiful
anybody has
face.
this mod, can you just agree with me that it is just a bitch to get anything off? Like, my hands aren't sweaty. Dude, like, I'm not trying
You
to
just got to
ruin the
man up, Matt.
This
Man
isn't
up.
this isn't a pop and paint situation. There's no pop and
Man
paint.
up,
This is
Matt. You just rip the thing off. Just go
this
Hulk on it,
this
man.
liquid well is actually really deep. It's really deep.
That's
Ricky
what she said.
Mahoney. Oh my god.
Ricky Mahoney.
Shout out to Ricky Mahoney. Mahoney? God, words are hard tonight, man. Ah, but no, Massachusetts. I don't know. Massachusetts. Is,
We stand with you, Massachusetts. Let us know if you need anything.
yeah.
Otherwise, good luck.
good luck. There are plenty
Expect lawsuits.
Yeah.
Just lawsuits
plenty
on
of
lawsuits.
them, plenty of them. And I just at the end of that article, I could not agree with Greg Connolly more. When he says, this is what happens when you have legislators who not only don't understand what they're banning, but are also insistent upon rushing a bill into law. Every state is hurting for money right now, and they're just willing to
Massachusetts is one of the top states.
yeah, and they're just
They're basically getting ready to default on those bonds, and they need to get their money back desperately in like the next 3 years, like desperately.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna read chat here. Sorry if I'm looking over here. I just want to catch up on chat a little bit. Yeah. I mean, and talking about like, smuggling. I mean, dude, every weekend while my mother was still alive on this earth, we would go to New Hampshire to a store called Ray's State Line, right over the state line. It was like a weekend thing. I used to love going over to New Hampshire just because it's like, wow, we're in New Hampshire, and it would just go over there to get your cigarettes because it's cheaper. Or when we go grocery shopping up in, Hudson, New Hampshire, guess what? Buying cigarettes because Mass is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous on everything. But yeah, so like Logan just said, our hearts are with you, Massachusetts. Keep fighting a good fight. If you're in Massachusetts and you're available Tuesday the 19th around 1 p.m., you can go to the Boston Public Gardens, and there's going to be a UVA rally there for that.
Go check it out. P first.
P first.
It's gonna be cold.
It's gonna be cold. Dress warm. Layers.
It's gonna be cold.
It's layer. It's layer season, man.
It's layer season, man. It's hoodie season. It's hoodie season. It's beanie season. This is my season.
Beanie season. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
You're not a beanie guy, are you, Matt?
I'm not. I'm a dad hat kind of guy.
You're a dad hat kind of guy.
I'm not even a big fan of the flat caps. If I wear the flat caps, I have to wear them backwards. There's something about a flat cap.
Yeah, I can't do flat brims forward.
No.
Well, I can't do snapbacks at all.
No.
I'm a dad hat guy or a beanie guy.
I have like a crazy amount of hats, but this M Turk hat is literally like my favorite hat. I don't know, it just fits snug. It's a nice hat.
Gotta love a good fitting hat.
Yeah.
You don't ever mess with a man's hat.
No, you don't. And
Never mess with a man's
It's funny that you mentioned that. When I hang out with my brother, if he comes over and we do some drinking and stuff, he'll be like, "Hey Matt," and he'll just start squeezing the brim of my hat. Like if I'm not paying attention to him, he'll reach out and just start squeezing it. And I'm just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, you don't fuck with a man's car.
You don't
fuck
mess
with a man's hat. It's just
ever.
It's just the laws. It's the man
It's just
laws.
an unwritten law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it is written. It is
Oh, it's
engraved.
written.
It is stamped. You don't do it.
Somewhere in the Constitution. For the people, by the people. You don't mess with a man's hat.
Yeah, I mean, I just read what Ricky Mahoney said in the chat. I don't see any cops enforcing that. It's a bit ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. They're probably not enforcing it yet. We'll see if this goes into effect. It's just, I don't know. It's absurd. Is there not other things to focus on? And I think, Logan, did you?
Oh, I don't know. Teen suicide rates are at an all-time high. More teens are binge drinking than they are vaping. More teens are using illegal drugs, including cannabis, than they are vaping. There's all sorts of things. I mean, sure, let's ban flavored vaping products, which have killed that many people. Oh, no, I'm sorry. One, legitimately, but not vaping. One baby died from drinking nicotine concentrate, like DIY solution.
Yeah.
This is years ago. This is like 5 or 6 years ago. That's your like total death count, and that's even that's a stretch. But from regularly vaping, 0. So we're gonna ban that while we still have 1,300 people a day in America dying from smoking, well over 100 people a day dying from opioid overdoses.
And since we're on the Massachusetts kick tonight, can we just kind of jump back to that first article where the rough estimate is 9,300 adults die annually, and now you want to put something like this into effect? It's like hashtag keep your receipts MA or lose your car, boat, or plane. Which, yeah. And then that, I don't know.
And if you have one of those really super cool Batman vehicles that's actually all 3 in 1, you can definitely kiss that goodbye.
Joke's on Massachusetts, because I hope they pay off my bank after they sell off my car, because there's a payment attached. Joke's on you guys. I'd rather walk.
You get that payment.
Bunch of bums, dude.
I'm going green. I'm buying a bike.
Speaking of receptacles, yeah, the whole house. What if they find it in my apartment? Are they going to buy my whole building, sell it? Or just take it and sell it? Sneeze life? Was that a sneeze?
Yeah, dude, I'm just allergic to bullshit. It's fine. We can keep going.
I didn't hear anything. Did you, mute your mic?
Yeah, I did.
You were that quick? Like,
yeah,
I saw you,
quick.
You just,
yeah.
click. Oh.
Yeah, I was that quick. I didn't want you guys to hear that. That'd be absurd.
Yeah, black market THC carts are harming people, not nicotine. Yeah, we know that. We've known that for a while. And I think the CDC had their brains turned off for the first 2 months of everybody spewing that. 2, 3, however many months it was, 3, 4 months. I don't know.
I started talking about it in August.
That's what I was about to say. Is I think you had mentioned it in August.
I did a whole episode on it on YouTube back in August. Now, granted, I was wrong. I was talking about synthetic THC. I was talking about K2 and spice, but I mean, at that point, I still knew it was black market THC pods.
I remember when we I think we talked about it on at least one show, if not a couple, about spice and K2 and what was going on.
Yeah. And that was back in August.
Yeah. Oh, did somebody ask where we were? Thank you for that, Raging, for letting them know. Yeah, I'm in New Hampshire, the very southernmost part of New Hampshire. I'm like a 10-minute drive from Massachusetts.
Near Buffalo, Luke. Near Buffalo.
So
by the lakes.
You're out in the sticks, right? Are you out in the sticks?
Yeah, basically.
I mean, that's all right. Nothing wrong with that.
If you stand in the middle of my town and you point in any direction, there's a cow farm.
That's pretty cool. I like the scenery. Don't like the smell usually.
But, it smells like shit.
It smells like, literally. That's a good choice of words right there. I like what you did there.
Yeah.
So the last article I want to talk about, looks like we're at the 49-minute mark. And then we can take questions from chat and that sort of thing. Now, this is the article. If you follow me on Twitter, I literally just I tweeted this article with a quote from it, and it just makes my blood boil, as does a lot of things on Twitter. This is a Washington Post article, and I guess we'll just do that thing where I just read this semi-quickly. I'll read some of it or some key points. I kind of just want to read the part that like really pisses me off. So this article talks about Trump's stance and what he initially said to versus what is being said now, and I'll just read it just so that everybody can kind of get some clarity on what the words that I'm fumbling right now. Quote, we will be meeting with representatives of the vaping industry together with medical professionals and individuals, state representatives, to come up with an acceptable solution to the vaping and e-cigarette dilemma. President Trump tweeted Monday, children's health and safety together with jobs will be a focus. So this is by the editorial board is what this is saying on the Washington Post, and it does, obviously it says the Post's view-opinion. Just want to point that out. So the article goes on to say, this might not sound like one of Mr. Trump's alarming tweets, but it is. The president announced 2 months ago that he would crack down on e-cigarettes following the dire news about their appeal to teenagers. Now reading together with jobs, public health advocates are worried he might reverse course. So let me just say once again, this whole article absolutely pisses me off. So policy must be aimed first and foremost at preventing a generation of teenagers from getting hooked on nicotine, beer, liquid break. A secondary goal is ensuring that smokers trying to quit have access to well-regulated vaping products that are likely safer than traditional cigarettes when used long term. Vaping industry, this really pisses me off. Vaping industry jobs are no priority when the health of two large groups of Americans is on the line. But this impulsive president might suddenly buy the pitch from a loud alliance of hard right conservatives and e-cigarette groups arguing that vaping policy should be written in defense to their interests rather than the general public's health. So if you're not already pissed off, this article goes on to say the crackdown he announced...
The general public being everybody who doesn't vape, so people who would be around vapors as opposed to being around secondhand smoke, which has been proven to be harmful, which those studies are quite overblown, but still harmful, and compared to secondhand vapor, which isn't really a thing.
Straw blue raz lemonade. I can't imagine it smells that bad or has that any negative effect. Or
so yeah, the general public, we need to definitely protect them from the harms of propylene glycol.
Don't forget the kids.
Glycerin.
Do not forget the kids. So the crackdown he announced 2 months ago had been the right idea. Mr. Trump pledged to ban flavored vaping liquids, which hold particular appeal to teenagers. Me. They appeal to me. And and this is the part that I quoted on Twitter that absolutely made me want to, punch a wall. Only tobacco-flavored vaping fluids would be legal, allowing former smokers access to nicotine-laced liquids in a flavor to which they are accustomed while repelling young
I would like to ask anybody that may be sending me any e-liquid, please lace it with 3 milligram nicotine.
Yeah, I prefer my
freebase. I prefer it if you would lace it with 3 milligram freebase.
Yeah, I prefer my
absurd.
Yeah. So
that's like
fluids and nicotine laced.
So when I think of laced, when I think of the word laced, I think about an additional drug added to a drug. So if you're lacing cannabis with cocaine, if you're lacing cannabis with LSD, you don't lace cannabis with cannabis, and we aren't lacing nicotine e-liquid with nicotine. It's an absurd word to use, and it doesn't make any sense.
So I'm just going to read the rest of this.
Are you lacing that propylene glycol?
I'm going to read the rest of this, and we can go off, and then we'll do our little Q&A at the end here. So companies that wish to sell e-cigarette pods in different flavors, such as mint or menthol, would have to persuade the Food and Drug Administration that allowing their sale would benefit public health on net. Burp life. Which would no doubt require solid plans to ensure they would be marketed and sold only to adults seeking a healthier alternative to smoking. The president's initial instinct to set a cautious policy allowing for exceptions only after careful study was the right one. The federal health data that spurred Mr. Trump 2 months ago also indicated. Now, this is another. This will piss you off right here. This will get the rage sweat going if it's not already. 2 months ago indicated that more than a quarter of high schoolers reported having used an e-cigarette in the past 30 days, and they mostly chose fruit or mint flavors, up from 21%
God damn it,
last
Jerry,
year.
you're a fucking hero. Sorry, man.
So this article is
Jerry,
saying...
shout out to you. You're a fucking hero.
Hero.
I don't know who you are, Jerry, but I fucking love you. You're my new best friend.
Yeah.
Keep it up, man. You're a goddamn hero.
Yeah.
That is absolutely incredible. And we're going to keep fighting for you, Jerry. We're going to keep fighting for you, Jerry.
Every day.
Much love.
Yeah. So it goes on to say that it's up from 21% last year. Now it's saying, this article is saying 25%. Those numbers, rather than a number of adult smokers who will not use the patch or gum to quit, or the number of jobs in the vaping business, should be overriding factors shaping the vaping debate. So now we can rage. This is the article I wanted to talk about.
So they don't want people who need the products to have any input about the products.
No.
Right? That's
yeah.
Because that makes sense. There's a saying that people with disabilities in that community had for a long time, and that saying goes, "Nothing about us without us." Okay? We need to embrace that. Nothing about us without us. This affects us. And to say that we're not concerned about the people that need to use these products because we're more concerned about the other people who aren't dying from lung cancer and emphysema and COPD, we're not worried about those people. We need to be worried about all the other people who are still currently publicly or are still, healthy. We're going to worry about those people. We're going to worry about the rich. We're going to worry about the upper class. We're going to worry about all the white kids, but we're not going to worry about anybody else. And if you're somebody who is a smoker and you are currently experiencing terrible health effects, we don't care about you. You're not welcome in this conversation. That's what they're saying. It's fucked up. Nothing about us without us.
Just want to link that real quick to Ricky. I don't know if he saw it earlier, but yeah, the editorial board is what it was saying, is who had written it, who wrote it.
Yeah.
So I guess if you want, we're about 56 minutes in from what I'm seeing. We can do a quick Q&A from the chat. Anybody, if you want to hear our opinions on anything, if you have any questions for us, feel free to drop them now. We'll answer them quickly, and then we're going to wrap it up. This is a quick, this is an hour.
We're going to keep it to an hour tonight. I got me and the wife have stuff to go do.
I have a little Friendsgiving that I'm going to be going to, and it's Saturday. It's Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hello.
See you later.
Yeah. So,
all right.
If anybody has any questions...
Those are my little ones, everybody.
Gotta love the little ones. Any questions,
right.
Feel free, throw them down. We'll give
questions, comments.
Likes, feel free to like.
Yeah, click that like button. Smash it. Punch it.
Smash it. Yeah. Share it. Replay is just as good. I watch plenty of replays, man. I miss all the good live shows.
Yeah, that's okay. I miss a lot of them too. I'm usually just in bed.
So we'll give it a minute here. Just take a breather from the rage. We'll see if anybody has anything to say.
I don't know who Joyce is calling cutie, but thanks, Joyce.
Thanks. Red face, red beard.
Nah, it's all Matt. It's that baby
face.
face.
Cutie.
Look at that. It's adorable. Just want to pinch his cheeks.
Why aren't you growing a beard? Well, thanks for that question. I'm glad that at least somebody dropped a question.
That's all right, Matt. You have a good.
That's all right. That's all right, Matt.
Yeah. Okay, Matt. So let's sit and talk about this. Why can't you grow a beard?
My dad doesn't have a beard, and he only has like a chin and a mustache.
You just blaming it right on your dad, huh?
Just blaming it right on the genetics,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We have the technology. We can change that.
I was gonna say maybe I can get something fake going on. Yeah. I don't know.
Jen, please don't hit puppies.
I hit that puppy.
She's talking about the like button.
I know, she's hitting puppies. God.
Jen, please don't hit puppies. We don't need that kind of violence here.
Well, I want to thank
my
everybody.
Little one? Yeah,
the little one. I want to thank everybody again for coming out. We really appreciate it for sure. It's not looking like anybody dropped any questions, and that's cool. That's fine. If you have no
It's all right.
questions for us, I mean, hey, we answered all their questions. Maybe that's it. I'd like to think so. So, Logan, quickly, where can these guys find you? Even though we got the banners running, what do you got coming up next week? All that good stuff.
Twitter, Instagram. You can find me at Logan_exhales. Otherwise, if you like podcasts, please check out our podcast on SoundCloud and on iTunes. It's Rise and Vape. We have an episode again that goes up every Monday, and then when I have the opportunity to speak to people in the industry, those episodes go up usually somewhere in the middle of the week. Otherwise, you can always check out our Discord. If you use Discord, if you're interested in Discord, we have a really great, fun community.
Check out the Discord.
Yeah, get in our Discord. It's a really great, fun time. Just either DM me, DM Matt, anywhere, Instagram, Twitter, things like that.
Yeah, get in there. We have great talks, great servers, all that good stuff. Plenty to. I mean, I spend half my day just trying to keep up with what everybody's chatting about. It's a great place. It's awesome. As far as where you can find me and what I got going on, this is what I got going on right here. Every Saturday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, unless otherwise announced. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at I'm_thatguyMatt. Hopefully, we'll be doing this show in podcast form, in audio form, whatever you want to call it, in the future. I just got to work out how to do that, how to get that up, get it recorded, switch it over to MP4, whether I have to render it or whatever. Yeah, that's all I got. Thanks, everybody.
Joyce wants to know what the red one that you're using again was. The Mac,
this is the grip by Immortal Mods. This is the full kit that was offered on ArmageddonManufacturing.com. It was a vape shop located in Florida that's actually closing, so they had a big sale. And this is one of their special coated ones, number 15. I don't know how many colors. I know there's a blue and black one. This is a red and black. I don't know what other kind of combos they got going on. But yeah, that's that. You can check that out over there. I don't know how many they have left and that sort of thing. But
every Saturday night, Joyce.
Every Saturday night, come on by, hang out, have a beer, have a beverage, whatever you're drinking, and come hang out. But yeah, that's all we got. Thanks for joining us, guys. We got to do the thing. Don't let anybody keep you down.
We're gonna do the thing. All right, I'm gonna
let your voice be heard. All that good stuff.
Rise and vape, everyone.